I'm going to stop praying and interceding, which hurts us. You know? And I think it's because we have an issue with God being in the realm of eternity instead of time. Because eternity doesn't move. You know, time, of course, you know, just like people, you know, in the body of Christ, like, God, you know, I need this thing to happen. If you don't do it, I need you to do it now by your spirit, you know, because I don't have much time, you know, hey, I'm already, you know, this age, you know, I'm getting, you know, down, you know, with, you know, different things going on. I need you to go ahead and speed up. And God said, no, I'm not going to speed up anything because everything is working according to my plan and my purpose, you know. So as a result of that, we get mad because God doesn't operate on our time schedule, you know, and it brings us to a place of selfishness, you know. We're thinking like, God, you know, why am I doing this? Why am I, you know, I want this to happen. But see, if you were not selfish and you were yielding to God versus being selfish, then you will understand, okay, God, this is going to happen in your time, your season, according to your plan and your purpose. Just like Ecclesiastes, you know, there's a time and a purpose for every matter under heaven. And when we begin to understand and know that, we'll become less selfish. And we'll understand that, okay, God, this is your will, this is your plan and your purpose. Because think about some things that you asked God for years ago, whether it was in your younger days or younger Christian days. And what if God would have gave you what you asked for at that moment? Right. Would your life be the way it is now? Right. You know, I can remember, right now I'm 31, you know, and everybody knows I do music and I'm, you know, Christian rap artist and spoken word artist, but by this time, I was expected to be signed to a label. I was expected to be signed to a label, have a few stellar awards by now. I got the wife and kids, but I know how to spell it.
You wouldn't have got the wife if you had to spell it.
I think I would have got I had the stellar award, you know, I got the signing bonus. You know. But yeah, I probably wouldn't have had it because she's not materialistic, so she was like, yeah, get out my face. But, you know, yeah, by this time, you know, I thought, you know, in my younger years and, you know, growing up in Christianity, I was going to be signed to a label. I was going to have Grammys, Stellars, you know, my music's going to be blasted, I mean, everywhere, you know. But God said no. What do you do when God says no? We always talk about when God says yes, no man can say no. But what about when God says no, but man is saying yes? All right. What do we do then? You know, because I was saying yes. I was saying, God, I know this is your will. Because I'm asking for a good thing. You know, I'm not asking for something that's, you know, beyond. I'm not asking for gold to come out of my water fountain at home. You know what I'm saying? I'm not asking for something that's, you know, just beyond the norm. Like, I'm a Christian. I love you. You know, I have this music that you placed in me. So, yeah, I believe you're going to bless me to get on this international label. You know, you're going to bless my pockets. You know, I'm going to have this mansion. I'm going to have, you know, a few cars. I'm going to have a wife and kids. They're going to live this good life. I'm going to be going on tour and everything. And God was like, no, you know. And the more I think about it, I'm like, yeah, God, I'm glad you said no. Yeah. Yeah, I just, yeah.
You were selfish.
Yeah, I was selfish. Yeah, so. Something like that. You know? But I asked for a good thing, so I thought. But a lot of times we ask for a good thing that we appear, it seems to be a good thing, but God is saying, no, that's not good for you. In other words, he loves us too much to give us too much. All right? That's the thing. He loves us too much to give us too much. And that would have been too much. Because, see, I was young, and of course I love God and everything, but God was like, nah, you know, I can't trust you with that right now because you don't have enough foundation built up in you to where that's not going to deter you away from me.
Yes.
And a lot of times we ask God for things, we're like, God, can you give me this? Can you give me this wife, this husband, this car, whatever? And God said, I'll do it in my timing, but right now it's not conducive. You know, because right now it can alter your destiny, it can alter your purpose. It's not going to, you know, completely wipe it away because my word is not going to turn you void, but at the same time, it can detour you. And sometimes a detour is bad enough. Sometimes, a detour, it'll lead you, you know, if you detour, a generation of people that's supposed to be following you will detour with you too. You know, which is why we got to stay on the right path. You know, which is why we got to be unselfish. And another thing too that God showed me about lovers of self is that people are conceited. You know, and conceited is excessively proud of myself. Anybody know any proud folks in the body of Christ? You know, I'm telling you, I've seen some folks in the body of Christ, I'm telling you, I mean, completely proud, completely arrogant, And then they got a nerve to do it. They seem like they giving an impression that they're doing it in the name of Christ. Like whatever they operate in, whatever they give to you. I mean, I've seen people and they sing good, you know. Just like, I mean, I do music, so I'm around different musicals. I'm around, you know, whenever something's going on at a certain ministry, you know, I'm there. And so I'm like, you know, observing people's gifts and everything. And I'm not judging, but I'm noticing the arrogance and the pride that comes along with that gift, the way they operate in it. I mean, I just say it was one, I don't even know if my wife remember, but it was a few years ago. We went to a church, and it was a big church too. And I mean, it was just a choir singing, and the woman that was leading the praise team or whatever, she was just, I mean, showboating like it was nobody's business. You know, and I was like, man, I can't believe I'm seeing all this pride right here. You know, conceited, you know. Because sometimes we get so secure in our gifts that outside of that gift, we're helpless, you know. And that's why it's important for you not to get secure in your gift, but to be secure in the gift giver. Amen. You know? Because if you're secure in him, you get in that vein where you're operating your gift, he can just take over, and people will be changed, transformed, people will be touched. But at the same time, if you're secure and you're confident in your gifts, then God can't move. You know, if you're confident in an area, and if you feel like you got it all together, then that means God doesn't have it all together. That means he can't move in. That's right. That's why we got to stay yielded. We got to stay obedient. You know, yieldedness. And that's something that lacks in the body of Christ completely. Yieldedness. A lot of Christians, they don't know how to yield to God because they're like, man, I've been preaching for 30 years. I got this. You know, I've been singing for 30 years. I got this. You know, I've been offered contracts for my singing. I got this. I can do this. You know, I'm going to have everybody slain and you know, I have everybody, you know, I have everybody laid out on the carpet and everything, you know, and they very well will, but at the same time, it's an anointing, you know, it's really touching lives, it's really lifting burdens and destroying yokes, you know, that's it. You know, it's a gift with no anointing. It's like a driver, you know, with no license, you know, he's bound to get somebody hurt. He's bound to get hurt himself. You know, a gift with no anointing. You know, you're bound to hurt somebody. You're bound to hurt yourself. You're bound to put somebody in a ditch. You know, because you deceive it. You know. Another area too, vanity. You know, love is itself, vanity. Anybody know any vain people? My God. Amen. Whether it be physical, man. Whether it be physical, whether it be, you know, I mean, just vain. You know, excessively high opinion of one's appearance or abilities or work. You know, it's good to have self-esteem, but we have to think sober. Absolutely. You know, that's what the Bible says, sober. But some people are drunk in self. My God. Some people are drunk in their appearance. A fifth of me. They don't write a song about that. I mean, I'm 40 ounces of myself right now. That's like, man, I'm telling you, full of yourself. I mean, just pain, you know, vanity. And I'm telling you, it's so apparent in the body of Christ, and I understand why the world doesn't want to come to Christ, because of the way they see the church, the condition of the ministry, the condition of the body of Christ. That's why the world don't want to even come to Christ, because they're like, you know, I don't see anything that's different, that everything that I see, I identify with. I'm selfish, I'm vain, so I see that in you. So I identify, so I don't understand what's the difference if I leave this to go to this, you know. And the flip side of that, people, they do get saved, and they leave one bondage just to go into another because there's too much legalism in the body of Christ. You know, if your skirt is not this length, then we don't want you in. You know, it's like, you know, I mean, the Bible says he that wins souls is wise. That's not wisdom. You know, somebody coming to Christ, I mean, somebody, you know, coming to the altar, they don't really know the formalities or how to dress or how to act. I mean, because think about it, we didn't either. You know, some of us were in the club, some of us were in the lounges. Some of us, we were shooting crabs, you know, some of us, we were, you know, doing all manner of sin, and we came to Christ the way we were. We said, God, take me as I am. And now, people come to Christ now, and be like, no, you got to do this first, you got to do that first. And they're like, really? Well, all right, cool, I'm going to just stay where I'm at, you know. I'm going to just stay in the world, I'm going to just do my own thing, because it's too much. You know, we put so many rules that God is saying, I didn't even establish that. You know, so who gives you the right to even start placing these kind of, you know, boundaries and rules and regulations? I'm not even that type of God, you know. So, I mean, obviously, we've been representing God for so many years. And for so many generations, it just completely misrepresented God to the point where people don't even want to come to church. They just consider it, okay, the church is full of hypocrites. You know, when it's not, you know. Amen. Lovers of money. Amen. Lovers of money. How many of us know people that love money? Or some of us who may love money ourselves?
All right. All right. I love money.
Hands up to you. Lovers of money. Lovers of money. And that's something that's really a big demand in you know, in the body of Christ and the world nowadays. You know, lovers of money. People who are lovers of money. You know, and the love of money is the root of all evil. You know, people, they misconstrue that scripture for so long. I can't stand people who just misinterpret the scripture. They just say money is the root of all evil. No, money is not the root of all evil. Money is the issue. You know, the love of it is the root of all evil. You know, because I mean, you know, people, they'll do some crazy things over money, just to get money. You know, and we're living in a generation now where it's like everybody trying to be a boss. Everybody want to be a boss, you know. I'm making moves, you know. I'm creating avenues. I'm doing this and doing that. I'm getting money. That's what it's about. That's all I hear on Facebook.